Me and my wife have to be, you know, intentional where we have a calendar, you know, in terms of, you know, intimacy, to make sure that we have parameters to, you know, it's interesting, man. I didn't understand this until after I get married. People kept saying, he said, before you're married, the devil tries to do everything he can to get you to have sex with your girlfriend. After you're married, the devil tries to do everything for you not to have sex with your wife. Something weird happens. And so like a lot of folks are in sexless marriages. And so like that is something we have to be diligent about. We have to, you know, not deprive ourselves spiritually, sexually in that regard.
It's crazy that you say this, because a lot of Christians don't say this, but sex is such an important thing of the relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're not satisfied sexually, it could interfere with everything else that you're doing. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'll have sex, but I'll be a good husband and a good father and a good kid. But it's like, no, I know it sounds uncomfortable for Christians, but you do got to satisfy your wife. And you wives need to satisfy your husbands. Like if you're not, then he's going to have that wandering eye. She's going to feel like she needs love from another man. And that's where the devil could get in. If it's a house is divided, it cannot stand. So when she goes to the office and that dude that really has never seen her naked and wants to see her naked is giving her all that attention that you used to and then just pulled out, she's going to feel unloved and she's going to make mistakes. Or if he's out and about and he's around naked women and he's like, oh, this is just my work, it's not a big deal, it's blah, blah, blah. No. But listen, if you hang around an oily floor, you're going to slip at one point. That's right. So you got to take yourself out of that atmosphere and you got to put yourself in a good one. And I think this is what we're talking about.
Law of replacement. That's it. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now you and your wife, when's the calendar? When's the next time? Actually, I put it down in your guys' side.
You wrote it down for us.
We actually in 2 hours, so we're gonna wrap this up. Well, dude, thank you so much for opening up your heart to us and expressing everything you went through. It's cool, man. It's really cool because I'm watching you do it, and I was just on Charlie Kirk's episode, and I explained to him that my favorite thing is getting to meet people, because I always go like, why did God create you? I get so excited about that. Like if I'm in an elevator, Reed's my guy and he'll be a witness. He'll be like, why do you talk to everybody? Like I just get so excited meeting this person and seeing which universe this man's in, because like every single person's in their own world. And sometimes you could catch somebody that just blows away your expectations. And I think you did that for me, man. I thought, to be honest, from the perspective that I got, I thought you were just a kid that loved Jesus, just wanted like some attention on YouTube. So he's like, yo, I'm just going to do it with God so I don't do it alone. And like, I thought that we were catching each other on this wave, but now I'm starting to learn that you went through some stuff and God's going to use your example to lead other homes out of this. And man, I really pray that a lot of husbands and wives listen to you. I want to circle back to you, like helping couples out. What would you say is the number one thing that is causing relationships to break in Christian homes?
Man, the number one thing, I think if I could pinpoint to one thing, there's a lot of things. I would say unhealthy expectations.
Unhealthy expectations.
Unhealthy expectations.
Could you give me an example on a man who would have an unhealthy expectation?
When I got married, we didn't have intercourse before, and because of the porn, like I thought I was marrying a Christian porn star. Like I thought she was going to do everything I wanted in the bedroom, and it was just going to be on. And she was a virgin, and it, without getting too graphic, like it was hard initially for her, like physically painful for a while. And so I had very unhealthy expectations. I thought that instead of dealing with the remnants of the issues from my childhood, I thought I would just get a magic bullet and like, boom, now we get to have sex and everything is great. And it's like, nah, you still have to work towards making that a healthy rhythm in your life. And that was an unhealthy expectation on my part.